Welcome to the full moon, this new series, The Seasonal Body, Winter to Spring. Great, you can hear me now. I wasn't sure on the start there. And winter, even on its way out, will take with it anything that opens too soon. So hold your longing a little longer in the sheltered care of your body, like soft green starts on the windowsill of your heart. James A. Pearson. Welcome to this full moon gathering, the Virgo full moon, sometimes called the wolf moon, and this time of the lunar eclipse. And the expanding light and lengthening days here in the Northern Hemisphere, whilst the season tips across to autumn once more in the Southern Hemisphere. My name is Abby, and I am one of the team here at TreeSisters. And it is my pleasure to welcome you into this sacred circle today, this chance to gather with others out of regular time under the light of the great moon. TreeSisters is a vibrant living community where environmental advocacy meets deep earth connection and gender equity. And for over 10 years, TreeSisters has been supporting women and communities to restore and reforest. Together, we have supported the planting of over 28 million trees across 19 projects. And just as important as the ecosystems we restore are the communities we support and the reconnection we cultivate between ourselves, each other, and all of life. So these calls are offered each month as an opportunity to pause and to feel the strength of community in this ever more turbulent world. And through this togetherness, we can ignite our passionate action. And part of our mission at TreeSisters is to reinstate a culture of reciprocity, that we make it as normal to give back as it currently is to take, to extract. And so while these calls are free, if you need them to be, they are also an invitation to give something back to the trees. And so I'd love to invite everyone here to, if you're not already a monthly donor, to consider signing up to become one. And if you are a monthly donor, just wanting to extend our thanks to you and let you know just how appreciated you are. And your donations are the thing that directly uplifts and enables women and communities to restore their lands and forests. And some recent feedback from Mount Kenya Landscape Restoration Project noted an increase in the prevalence of wildlife species, including elephants, gazelles, buffaloes, and primates in areas adjacent to the site. And this phenomenon is attributed to the proliferation of foliage in these regions. So this is what you're supporting, which is really wonderful, uplifting news at this time. So I want to welcome you to this new series where we will be tracing the seasonal arc of the year and exploring how this rhythm and how we relate to this rhythm through our bodies. And so we're beginning today with the place that we're in the Northern Hemisphere, this transition from winter to spring, like what is alive through our embodied experience in relation to this time of potential and awakening, this time of emergence. And we're going to gather those noticings in relation to this and co-create a poem offered back to the beautiful intelligence of this moment of transition. So before I share about what will happen in the call, I'd love to hear from some of you. I can see some voices coming into the chat already. And yeah, just to know where you are, what called you to join the call today. And particularly if this is your first time, I'd love to welcome you here. So if you'd like to bring your voices into the chat. Pam says, how beautiful to be back again and part of this wonderful meditation group. Greetings from Yorkshire, the UK. Donna says, welcome to all. Greetings from snowy northern Ontario, knowing bulbs are waiting to bloom in spring. Yeah, still got to trust that under lots of snow right now. Linda says, this is sacred space. Julie, a beautiful early morning from Laurelton, Australia. Lisa, Pueblo, Colorado. To meditate with others like energies. Tracy, good morning from New Zealand. Portia in Texas. Melissa on Maui, delighted to be back again. Vinny, it's my second time and I've looked very forward. Many greetings from warm Switzerland. Yeah, it's been very warm here in the UK today and sunny, which is a shock for the eyes. Bakari from Tanzania, welcome. Brenna, blessings from Akodmad. I'm not sure where that is, thank you. Claire, so happy to join you again from Sheffield. Brenna in Scotland. Pen, first day of sunshine. Oh, everything is moving very fast. Helen, happy to join you live from Brighton. It's just very close to where I am. Welcome, Helen. Juliet, sunny British Columbia, joining along with my sister in the UK. Oh, that's a lovely way to be connected from far-flung places. Selma, sunny Tulum, Mexico. Sophia, your first time. Welcome, Sophia, from Sweden. Glad you chose to join us today. Sherry in Florida. Christine, Guildford in the UK. Wonderful signs of spring and life everywhere now, in the smallest bush and the largest trees. So energizing. Thank you for sharing that with us, Christine. Pat, another sister from Sussex. Been here so many times and I'm always grateful to be here. Oh, we're always grateful to have you here, Pat. Thank you for being present. Daisy from Southern Ontario, curious about the lunar eclipse. Yeah, I hadn't clocked there was a lunar eclipse until today. Was like, oh, that too. Wow, okay. So, Leah, beautiful spring day here in Nanaimo. Ellie near Manchester in the UK. Nina sends smiles from Oregon. Mika in Germany. Loyola, lovely to join you this morning. Loyola from mid-north Australia. Gayleen, joining from the territories of the Cowichan tribes on so-called Vancouver Island. A glorious sunny day, and I'm happy to be able to join today as it's been a while. Good to have you back, Gayleen. Simon in Kenya, the indigenous people of Narok County. Welcome, Simon. Ole Karembe. Wow, we're really covering a lot of places today. That feels very, very exciting to, yeah, feel just really connected across time and space in this magical way that we can feel so grateful for this technology. And Pat says the moon is shining through the window, large and beautiful as ever. So consoling to see her yet again. Yes, I felt that when I went outside just before this. Lynn from sunny Cornwall, Ontario. Great day for meditation. Andrea from Philadelphia area where we can now see the green that has been under the snow and the ice. Wow. Yeah, this is really, feels like together we're really inside this transition from lots of the places that you're pulling in from today. So thank you all for bringing your voices, and yeah, it's really good to welcome you here. So I'll say a little more about what's going to happen and how this gathering works. In a moment, there'll be an invitation to, yeah, just settle into yourself and to find comfort and safety for your body in the physical space that you're in right now. And then we're going to take a journey together. And at various points, I will give specific invitations for you to come and share anything that you're noticing in the chat box, however you are experiencing this journey, waking up through your body. And if you're new to these calls, it's these sharings, these contributions in the chat that form the basis of our co created community prayer poem offering. And your participation is welcome in whatever way feels comfortable and right for you today. So you're welcome to move your body in any way that helps you to access the kind of felt sensations. So you can dance or sway or roll or stretch or simply just rest back and be comfortable. So it's really an opportunity to tune into the unique experience within your body moment to moment. So you may start off dancing, you may end up lying down. So that's just really, really, really welcome. And just to know that you are your priority during this practice. So please just be taking care of yourself, honor yourself and the experience you're having. And if you do feel agitated or lost, just meet yourself with some compassion. And if you need to, simply bring your awareness back to the ground and back to the space that you're in. So that was a lot of words. So I just want to invite us to take a breath together now and to just really intentionally turn away from any external distractions and beginning to turn your attention inwards now. And as you do that, just noticing, how are you in this moment? Are you present to any physical sensations? How is your heart feeling? What's alive in your emotional body? Noticing any places of ease or any places of tension and holding. Not trying to change anything, but just presencing yourself with what you find, allowing it to be. And as we're landing more deeply inside of ourselves, I'd love to also invite us to tune into the multiple layers of invisible holding, all of the cycles that are surrounding us. The moon cycle, this moment just before the full moon, the seasonal cycle wherever we find ourselves in the world, and the many cycles that we're all embedded in as we enter this shared space. And then tuning in to the very immediate and direct holding, your contact with the ground in this moment, the way in which the earth is coming up to meet you, offering this unconditional, loving holding, your body to her body to your body. This simple but profound contact. And then just taking a moment to feel where in your body in this moment you would locate your center. And wherever that place is in this moment, just trusting that and inviting a sense of the roots of you growing down from that place, down and into the earth. And as your own roots are traveling down, beginning to tune in to the other roots that are present in this place. Having a sense of the tree of you in this forest of companions. As you begin to get a sense of yourself as part of a vast ecosystem, a community. And leaning into that connection that's present across all of these geographical places, all of this distance. And sensing how our wise and magnificent bodies know how to do this, know how to receive holding, and know how to feel connection outside of linear time. And that really supports us to come together to share this practice today. And taking another deep breath, I want to invite you now to find yourself in a landscape. At this moment that we're in here in the Northern Hemisphere, this place that is the cusp of spring, the late winter, the not yet spring, the place that James A. Pearson, the poet who wrote the words I spoke at the beginning, refers to as the mud season. And just trusting whatever landscape comes alive in your imaginal space. And take a moment to just really locate yourself clearly here. And from this place, taking a look back at the season that has passed, time of the darkness, the deep winter. And then also to look forward, looking to what lies ahead. Be noticing the expanding light, the new possibilities, the green shoots. And notice you're not there yet. You're here, inside a moment of threshold and of crossover. And so what is it like to really locate yourself here? Notice the sensation rising from the ground beneath you. Just coming and sharing anything that you're noticing in the chat. What is it like to really locate yourself in this space in between? Anything that you're noticing. It's not possible to get noticing wrong. Just trusting what arises and bringing your voice in if you feel to coming back inside of yourself. And then beginning to sense into how the turning of the seasons is like a kind of maturation process, repeated cycle after cycle. The transitions allowing for a pause to reflect on what has passed, to integrate any learnings, to celebrate any deepening of connection. What happened in the season past? And now bringing this place of transition fully alive through your senses, attuning to what you can see around you in this landscape. And maybe what does the between time sound like? Maybe a little less quiet than what came before. Sense of that deep thrum of life, even before it emerges. And are there fragrances in this place? Notice what is drifting by on the breeze. And maybe it's a smell that you can also taste. And do you feel drawn to make skin contact with this landscape in some way? What is it like to touch the liminal with your sensitive fingertips? Maybe touching the ground, touching these elemental friends that are so present. And is there a particular sense that feels more enlivened in this moment of change? One you feel a particular strong longing to lean towards, sense that's saying, yes, I want to come alive. Just coming and sharing in the chat which of your senses feels more dominant in your experience, more awake or awakening. And again, just sharing your voice and then bringing your attention back inside of yourself. And I want to invite you to notice how it is to really spend some time here, as though you are making a home inside of this moment. To experience it slowly, even as it is transitory. Noticing any desire in you to rush ahead, to reach more stable ground or more certainty inside of the next season. Possibly noticing the longing to return back into the darkness. How available to you does it feel to really just exist right here inside of the liminal? What do you bring with you from the depths of winter? Perhaps you're sensing a little more resonance beneath the ground, not the absolute stillness and dark of winter, but a shaft of light and a rumbling of potential. Tuning into this beneath your feet, beneath your body, and also within the depth of your body. What might be waking up? And just asking yourself, what is the mood or atmosphere of this quiet rumbling that you may be quietly attuning to? Come and share your experience again. The mood and atmosphere of the quiet rumbling around you in this landscape, or perhaps the one that's living within you. Again, just noticing what's present and bringing your voice in. And then sensing how this budding potential in this moment can exist as a kind of longing, as something traveling its own gradual journey, yearning to become, yearning to fulfill. Right now, in the uncertainty and the newness, the disorientation of the half-light, the unknown of what is to come. Noticing how you are with this. Really honoring and acknowledging this time between being so delicate and a little precarious. Noticing and allowing the graduality to unfold in its own time. And how is it to recognize transition as a processual thing rather than a clear moment in time? How does graduality feel inside your body? Again, coming and sharing in the chat. I'd like to really allow change and transition to be a process, not a momentary leap from one thing to another. And then now that you're feeling more deeply attuned to the landscape you're spending this seasonal pause inside of, what are the ways in which you know change is on the horizon? Feeling, sensing, seeing the glow of the sun in the distance, feeling the power of this being about to make itself more visible to the world, to light up and illuminate, to take its daily dance across the sky in its own time, at its own pace. This beginning light full of potential, the new birthing moment. Maybe you notice a change in behavior of other beings present here, the emergence of new shoots or flowers. Maybe a sense within your own spirit. How does the year unfolding express this particular environment, this particular space you find yourself in? And if this liminal moment between winter and spring, the time of Imbolc in the Celtic wheel of the year, if this moment of transition had a voice and could speak, what would they be saying? Again, just trusting what emerges, letting the spoken voice be shared, bringing that into the chat. This liminal moment had a voice and could speak, what would it be saying? And then bringing your attention back again to yourself, feeling this web of care and holding around you. And wherever you find yourself in this landscape, allowing this place to become a place of deep rest. You may want to find somewhere to lie or to lean back, inviting your breath to deepen as you begin to draw the threads of attention back into your inner landscape. Noticing the weight of your body on the earth as you come to a place of rest. Letting the breath settle as you gather yourself in. And there is nothing to do now but to simply receive the wonder of your woven words, as I will share our co-created poem to the liminal time, specifically this space between the winter and the spring. So just resting back to receive now. Awakening mossy bed, bird song lifting, bubbling water chattering, peaceful, releasing and anticipating. My sense of smell is alive. My sense of smell is alive, windy, dusty, full of juniper pollen, high desert transition. My sense of smell is alive, huge growth despite the darkness, and now renewal. The tenderness of waiting and tears of flowing. Pause. I'm feeling very emotional, and tears are flowing. Community caring, sharing, present. I am in the tidal zone, calming. I am nowhere and everywhere, and my heart is heavy with grief, longing for new life. It's a reflection of my life right now. I'm feeling very emotional. I am in the tidal zone, tenderness of waiting. The tenderness of waiting, intoxicating, expectancy, alive, a bit scary, misty, soft, a bit scary. I am the gentleman breeze with feather roots expanding through the universe. Liminal, sadness yet opening to lighter days to come. Like the turning of the seasons, I am in a transitional space of the old passing and the new not yet emerged, intoxicating, community, sharing, caring, misty, soft. Here, critters and plants are still reticent to be fully under the sky. Misty, releasing and anticipating. Feel my slow emergence from my isolated winter cave. My isolated winter cave, my sense of smell is alive, soft moss cushioning the floor. Pause, pause, love to pause, learn to pause, take pauses and love letting grow, be surprised, open the space through pauses. Pause. A gentle, warm, feminine glow radiates energy with promise of new life, the sun behind the delicate snowdrop, which returns with strength. Vulnerable, tender, uncertain, a sense of increasing movement. Vulnerable, tender, uncertain, releasing and anticipating. Soft moss, the sweet smell of the earth. Feel the joy of the light returning. Touch, touch, visioning. Vulnerable, tender, uncertain. The tenderness of waiting, and tears are flowing, and tears are flowing. I am the gentleman breeze with feather roots expanding through the universe, windy, dusty, full of juniper pollen. High desert transition, soft moss. Feel the joy of the light returning, tingling skin, touch the softness of moss. Water power is coming into my life. The scent of pine, the scent of pine, the sweet smell of the earth, dancing with uncertainty, trying not to be afraid of change. Trying not to be afraid of change. A feeling of deep connection and curiosity, peaceful. Peaceful scent of pine, softness of moss, water, power, tingling skin. My skin is tuning into the touch of invisible and visible. Invisible and visible, welcoming the renewing energy of the earth goddess, welcoming sense of touch, a thawing. Winter still casts a long shadow. My skin is tuning in to the touch of invisible and visible. Bird song lifting, bubbling, water chattering, pungent breaking through a frozen earth, melting, awakening mossy bed. My mother passed away this winter, feeling her essence in this now space between, bringing her with me into this first spring emerging, feeling her essence in this now space between, awakening mossy bed, thawing. My heart and soul is relaxing after a conflict with internal friendship. Nature is the best renaissance and a new beginning. Gratitude for this present moment, calm, peaceful, content, feeling her essence in this now space between, bringing her with me into this first spring emerging, peaceful, calm, love. Love. A gentle stirring of aliveness, pungent scent of pine, dancing, uncertainty, gratitude, peaceful, calm love, hope, change, fresh energy, a gentle yearning, desire to emerge into the fullness of life. The transition towards autumn is like a hug from an old friend. A hug from an old friend. Hope, change, fresh energy, gentle yearning, desire to emerge into the fullness of life, living with grace and integrity, but perhaps I don't need to be silent. My heart and soul is relaxing, peaceful, gentle yearning. Perhaps I don't need to be silent. A soft, quickening being in the field consciousness of us and truly relaxing. Optimism, yearning to shed the frozen outer into vibrant, moving stretch and dance. Bubbling emotion, rising anticipation, softness and serenity, not settled or fixed, fleeting, nascent. Softness and serenity, not settled or fixed, fleeting, nascent. Truly relaxing, fullness of life, desire, yearning, both harvesting from what has just been and opening to new beginnings just arriving, both. Yearning to shed the frozen outer into vibrant, moving stretch and dance, blooming slowly but blooming, blooming slowly but blooming, living with grace and integrity, optimism, a soft quickening fullness of life, tender and cautious, choosing life after loss, uneven, jagged uncertainty about what I'm wishing for. Time of conflicting impulses, hesitant steps, and holding back at the same time, the river of don't know, the river of don't know, flowing with all unfolding gratefully, tumultuously around and between, the freshness in the air, promising new beginning. Choosing life after loss. Shifts in the color of light, tender and cautious, uneven, jagged. It is a welcome ages old rhythm. It is a welcome ages old rhythm, slightly nervous but welcoming in the change, becoming closer to the mystery of life, grows awareness of moment presence, the mystery of life, shifts in the color of light, lineage of feminine life source, an eternal processional sweetness, slow calming, opening to the winds of change, freshness in the air, promising new beginnings. The river of don't know, hope. Step into the transition with joy to counteract troubles ahead. Step into the transition with joy to counteract troubles ahead. The awakening is painful yet nourishing. Painful yet nourishing. Hope, loss, life, painful. Watch and see the power of your love. Watch and see the power of your love. Remembering to give gratitude for the first butterfly. Trust in the light, let it guide the direction of growth. Hope. I want to get out of old structures. Take your time, open your heart. Just trust, my child. You are being shown the way. Watch and see the power of your love. Go deep beyond the surface. Go deep, take your time, open your heart. See what unfolds, trust the process. Daffodils opened all together on the same day, following some unknown shared impulse. Following some unknown shared impulse, step forwards with the wind. See what unfolds, come with me, dance with me to the music of life. You all belong and possess essential parts to play in the unfolding. See what unfolds. So much joy. Yes, yes, yes. Rest in the moment. So much joy for the new beginning. Holding, waiting for the moment when the wave of life floods back. Holding, waiting. Daffodil. Trust the process. Power of Mother Earth. Loving community. Choose life fully. Grateful for the gradual. Grateful for the gradual loving community. Grateful for the gradual power of Mother Earth. Step forwards with the wind, rebirthing my soul into community. Aware I am so fortunate to be included in the magical changes of seasons, to be here in this beautiful world that changes and yet stays the same. I am so fortunate to be here in this beautiful world. Yes, yes, yes. It's safe to let go and come with. To let go and come with. Welcome the change, the coolness and softness of evenings and mornings. Wisdom. Soften and bow to the great wisdom. Peacefully awaiting the new light. Choose life fully. Yes, yes, yes. Feeling loved and alive, bathed in the light of the silvery moon, rubbing my allergic, swollen eyes upon awakening from the frozen darkness. Beauty in all, wisdom, peacefully. Feeling loved and alive, remembering that the mud which holds you fast is a child of earth and water. Allow yourself to wallow and wait for its grip to soften and release with the nutrients of its depth. Open my body to receive the flow of energy, a necessary gift after the long winter of depletion. Feeling loved and alive, bathed in the light of the silvery moon, beauty in all. Open my body, welcome the change, soften and bow to the great wisdom, loving community, power of Mother Earth, lineage of feminine life source and eternal processional, sweetness, flow, calming, lightly nervous, but welcoming. Is a welcome, ages old rhythm, grows awareness, moment, present, slow emergence, huge growth, renewal, misty, soft, a bit scary, touch, peaceful, thawing, gratitude, truly relaxing, living with grace and integrity, desire to move into the fullness of life. It's safe to let go and come with. Breathe, dear hearts, taking the risk to life, taking the risk to be alive, beauty, loved and alive, child of earth and water, new light, wisdom, open my body, flow of energy, love, rebirthing, power. Step forwards with the wind, see what unfolds. You all belong. Loving community, taking the risk to live, to be alive. Breathe, full of hope, soft, peace, beauty, flow. Energy begets energy. Growth feeds growth. Positive power multiplies. Positive power multiplies. And so, this very gently inviting your body to awaken from its restful place and to come and return into this current time and space. Maybe taking a yawn or a stretch, and just softly allowing your attention to return to your own space, the space around you where you can feel the support of the ground again. Maybe you want to take a drink of water and just, reflecting on how it was to hear your words woven in to others' words. How was your experience of receiving the poem as a whole? And really just, anything that needs to be spoken. We have these few moments for integration together. Anything you feel to bring into the chat. Simon says reason for smiling again in these green root. Smiling again in these messy related friendships with people who are not genuine. Glad we could be a space for that. A wonderful poem. It was rich, and I really felt the seasonal unfolding through those words. Vinny, the weaving was radiantly beautiful. Glad it landed. Donna says gratitude for the first butterfly sighting. Wow. Peace and love to all. Donna. Oh, thank you, Sherry. That's very kind. Beautiful. Rebecca, blessed by this joining. To have you here, Rebecca. Nina, very moved and grateful. Brenna, Blime, gratitude. Yeah, thank you so much. So powerful and healing to be present with you all in this precious moment. Nourishing to hear my words flow in harmony with others, feel connected to earth and to others. Peaceful, so exquisite. A hummingbird just showed up outside my window. Wow, so magic. Thank you, Leah. Your feedback is very kind. Jay, beautiful words flooded over me. Yeah, thank you all for your wise words. Yeah, thank you, Maria. Butterfly. Tracy, thank you for this integrated piece. The weaving is masterful and everyone sharing is so touching. Yeah, it's really very, very powerful to feel your words and have the honour of weaving them together. Thank you all so much. And yeah, I'd really love to invite you to spend some time really inside the seasonal moment that you're in. And if you are in the northern hemisphere, you might be in this winter. You will be in this winter to spring transition somewhere. But wherever you are, just yeah, allowing allowing the transition to be the moment, to be the process that it is. And to just yeah deepen your relationship to liminal spaces, to attune to the subtle aliveness and the gradual unfolding in time, and to really just yeah slow down and plug into the miracle that is fluctuation and rhythm and change, and yeah see what life is like, to bring your attention to those places. Mm. Yes, thank you, Judith. Nourishment has allowed me to send silvery healing to certain world leaders. Mm, thank you. And yeah, thanks to Ria for her support here today, for holding things behind the scenes and um, sharing this beautiful picture of the lovely crocuses emerging. Um, and yeah, I'd love for you to join me again next month in April for the second series in this gathering, when we will land fully inside the season of spring and feel how all of the magic of this birthing season moves through our bodies and lands us more clearly present in this moment, resourced, and yeah, ready to be alive in life. So wishing you very good full moon blessings, and may you encounter the lunar eclipse if it's visible where you are. And I look forward to diving deeper and exploring more with you next month in April. Sending lots of love. Thank you, everyone, for being here today.